Good morning, ma'am. I am Bipasha Sen from BSc Nursing 3rd year, University College of Nursing, JNMH, Kolladi, Nodia. Today the topic of demonstration is CPR of older child. Basic life support refers to a protocol mandatory in cases of cardiopulmonary arrest, providing cardiopulmonary resuscitation or CPR with or without devices or bag marks, ventilation till advanced life support can be provided. CPR can be defined as an emergency procedure that combines chest compression with artificial ventilation to effort to manually preserve the brain function until measures are taken to restore the spontaneous breathing and spontaneous blood circulation in a person who is in cardiac arrest. The purposes of CPR are to maintain an open and clear airway, to oxygenate heart and lungs, to prevent brain death and damage, to restore the spontaneous circulation of heart and breathing, to save the life of the person. The indications are cardiac arrest, respiratory arrest, CO poisoning, endotoxic shock, drug toxicity, drug overdose, etc. Today I am allocated in the emergency ward. Before starting the duty in the emergency ward, at first I have to wash my hands. CPR is an emergency procedure, so we don't have any time to explaining the procedure to the patient and his relatives. So the relatives may be asked to leave the room, and if there is another person available in that time, he or she should explain the procedure why the child or the patient receiving this type of procedure. And in this emergency time we don't have any time to collect the articles. So in the emergency ward there should be always a prepared tray for this emergency purpose. So here I have prepared this tray for the purpose. A clean tray containing with a self-inflated bag with mask to give positive ventilation. A kidney dish to collect the vomiting if patient vomits. A suction catheter to suction the excess mucus or secretion from the airway. A pulse oximeter to monitor the oxygen saturation level of the client. A oxygen face mask with tubings and supplemental oxygen to provide oxygen. A ball with sterile gauze piece to clean the mouth if there is any secretion. AED if available, and a syringe to give medications. Another tray containing sphygmomanometer and stethoscope to measure the BP after resuscitation. Stethoscope is also used to auscultate the lung area and heart area. A bowl with wet cotton balls to disinfect the articles after use, and a bowl with dry cotton balls to dry the articles after disinfection. A thermometer to measure the temperature for detection of hyperthermia or hypothermia. A pocket diary with 4 color pens for recording and nurse's note purpose and a paper bag to discard the cotton balls, and a pocket watch to assess the pulse and the respiration of the child. There may be need of the emergency drugs such as epinephrine, sodium bicarbonate, cardiac and respiratory stimulants, etc.
দেখুন আমার মেয়ে কি হয়েছে, খেলতে খেলতে পড়ে গেছে, অজ্ঞান হয়ে গেছে, চোখ খুলছে না।
কি নাম মেয়ের?
রিয়া দাস।
কত বয়স?
7 বছর।
ঠিক আছে, আপনি একটু ওনার সাথে বাইরে যান, উনি বুঝিয়ে দেবেন কি হয়েছে। ঠিক আছে, আপনি একটু বাইরে যান।
আচ্ছা।
ফার্স্ট স্টেপ ইজ শেক অ্যান্ড কল। রিয়া, তুমি ঠিক আছো? চোখ খোলো, শুনতে পাচ্ছ আমার কথা? There is no response. So second step is call for help. If anybody is there, please help me. I think I have to give CPR to the child. Then assessment. Assess the carotid pulse within 5 to 10 seconds. There is no pulse felt. Loose the cloth in the chest area, so chest movement clearly visible. No chest movement, so then look for the nostril breathing. There is no nostril breathing. If there is gasping is not normal breathing, so I have to give CPR. I have to immediately give the CPR to the child, so I don't have enough time to wash my hands, but I have used the sanitizer to prevent cross infection, especially in this COVID situation. The child should be on the hard surface. Suppose this is the trolley or the table of the emergency bed, and then head till chin lift position by tilting the forehead of the child backward and lifting upward the bony prominence of the chin. I look for the airway patency. There is no obstruction and secretion, so no suction catheter is required. If there is second respirator present, so the self-inflated bag with mask should be on the child's face, mouth, and position should be like this. Because here I am the only one, so I have to give chest compression 30 and then do ventilation. So the chest compression area is the lower half of the sternum by the heel of the one hand, and the hand should be 90 degree. And while giving chest compression, move our back, not our hand position, and the depth should be 1 inch to 1.5 inch, approximately 1/3 to half depth of the chest. So begin the chest compression. Lower half of the sternum, place the one heel of the hand and other to support. So start 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Then give pinch the nose and 1, 2. Look for the chest arise. The ventilation should be for 1 to 1.5 seconds, and the chest compression rate is 100 per minute, allowing full recoil of the chest. The compression and the ventilation ratio is 30:2 for 1 respirator and 15:2 for 2 respirator. And while giving chest compression, I am moving my back, not my hand position. And then begin the another cycle. One cycle contains 30 compression and 2 ventilation. Thus 5 cycles we have to continue until the spontaneous breathing and spontaneous circulation is restored. In between we have to check the carotid pulse and the breathing for returning of spontaneous circulation and spontaneous breathing, and I have checked and there is no signs of returning spontaneous breathing and circulation, so I have to continue the CPR. Lower half of the chest support. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
The elbow angle should be 90 degree.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Give to ventilation, pinch the nose for 1 to 5 seconds, 1 to 1.5 seconds. 1, 2. Look for the chest arise. Now I assess the pulse and the pulse fills. So I decide to auscultate it with the stethoscope to the lung area and also the heart. Reminder in mind that while giving the ventilation, the pulse should be arise. And now patient breath sound is normal. So I check with the pulse oximetry to measure the oxygen saturation level. It's below 94, so I decided to give oxygen. This is the oxygen face mask and this is the supplemental oxygen. So and provide side lateral position recovery and to prevent the aspiration. While giving oxygen, the other staff should do insert two IV channels and collect blood and send for lab for diagnosis purpose. Do catheterization. Start IV fluid at the rate of 1 liter in 20 minutes. I have given the oxygen at the rate of 6 to 8 liter per minute and I check the pulse. For 15 seconds and multiply by 4. If there is any secretion, so we have to wipe it with the sterile gauze piece and look for the aspiration and secretion. So if needed suction, so do suctioning. Discard in the paper bag. Check the vital signs in every 10 to 15 minutes until the stabilization of the patient. Now the patient's cell condition is stable, so I have decided to transfer her into the pediatric ward. Now I am coming to the termination of the article. So the inflated bag with mask should be at first clean with in running water, then soapy water, then again running water, and in the 2% glutaraldehyde solution, and then dry and restore for the further use. And the tray and the bowls are first cleaned with running water, then soapy water, then again running water, then dry in the sunlight, and then replace for the further use. And the stethoscope at first should be cleaned with the wet cotton balls, then dry cotton balls, and then replaced for the further use. And the cotton balls are discarded in the paper bag, and then after use of the oxygen face masks and the tubings, we should clean with first wet cotton balls, then dry cotton balls, and then send for the autoclave. and the cotton balls and the used gauze piece we will discard in the yellow bag, and the paper bag we will discard in the black bag, and all the articles which are not used we should restore it for the further use to use the resources. So after terminating all the articles, and I will wash my hands again. I have washed my hands after discarding the articles, and the child is transferred to the pediatric ward bed number 2, and the child's health condition is now better, and I will check the vital signs in every 2 hourly and record it. If blanket is inside, so I give blanket, and the output, the satisfactory output is 30 ml or more than 30 ml in an hour, and 120 ml in 4 hourly. And I will maintain and record the intake and output chart, and I will also do family teaching. যদি আপনাদের বাচ্চাদের মনে হয় যে বাচ্চার মনে হয় যে নিঃশ্বাসে একটু অসুবিধা হচ্ছে বা এরকম দেখবেন যে লোকে একটু নিয়ে হয়ে গেছে বা মুখ থেকে কিছু বেরোচ্ছে বা বমি হচ্ছে, তারা আমাদের ওখানে নার্সিং সেশনেই খবর দেবেন, ঠিক আছে? And I will also check the oxygen saturation level of the patient with the pulse oximetry, and if there is not necessary oxygen, so I will terminate the oxygen administration. So now I will recording the patient's data about the procedure, vital signs, temperature, pulse, respiration and blood pressure, output and input, and the oxygen saturation level. And now I will report to the nursing station. So I have shown you the CPR in the medical facility where all the articles are available. Now I will show the CPR in the public area where no articles are available, but we have to give the CPR to the child. কি হয়েছে বাচ্চা?
জানি না, হঠাৎ করে হাতটা পড়ে গেছে, অজ্ঞান হয়ে গেছে মনে হচ্ছে।
আচ্ছা, কি নাম?
রিয়া দাস।
কত বয়স?
12 বছর।
আচ্ছা, আপনি একটু অ্যাম্বুলেন্সকে ফোন করুন, দেখুন যে কিছু ব্যবস্থা করা যায় কিনা। তো ফার্স্ট ইজ শেক অ্যান্ড কল। রিয়া, তুমি ঠিক আছো? চোখ খোলো, শুনতে পাচ্ছ আমার কথা? There is no response, so I have already told the guardian to call help. So then assess the pulse, carotid pulse, and look for the nostril breathing. There is no nostril breathing, and use the clothes in the chest area, and there is no chest rise and fall. So I have to give CPR. The patient is already on the hard surface. Then head till chin lift position to look for any obstruction or secretion present in the airway. There is no obstruction or secretion present. This is the 12 years old child, so the compression reached by 2 handstand method at the lower end of the sternum or the below the nipple lines on the sternum, and the compression rate should be 100 per minute, allowing the full recoil of the chest, and while giving to mouth ventilation, because we have no articles, we have to assess the rise of the chest. So begin the chest compression at the lower end of the sternum or the below nipple line, 2 handstand method. The angle should be 90 degree, and I should move my back, not the hand position. So start 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
The compression depth should be 1.5 inch to 2 inch, approximately 5 cm.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Then head till chin lift position. Pinch the nose and give. Look for the chest arise. ventilation should be for 1.5 to 2 seconds. And the compression is to ventilation is 30:2 for 1 square and 15:2 for 2 square. One cycle contains 30 chest compression and 2 ventilation. And we have to repeat the 5 cycles until spontaneous breathing and spontaneous circulation restores or medical support arrives.
Now I will describe the poster that I have prepared on my topic CPR. To maximize survival and intake neurological status in post-resuscitation stage, early recognition of the cardiac arrest and strict adhesion to BLS sequence is necessary. Evaluation and interventions in pediatric BLS should be a simultaneous process. The sequence of BLS is CAB, means circulation, airway and breathing. At first assessment, palpate the carotid pulse for its absence and check for the absence or abnormal breathing and assess the unresponsiveness of the patient by shaking and calling his or her name. Then circulation. In this poster, there is the picture of the chest compression for 1 to 8 years of child. Here the chest compression is by heel of the one hand at the lower half of the sternum. The compression depth should be 1 inch to 1.5 inch, approximately 1/3 to half depth of the chest, and the rate should be at least 100 per minute. And there is also a picture of chest compression above 8 years old child. So the compression area is the lower half of the sternum or below the nipple line on the sternum. Compression by two hand stacked method, and the depth should be 1.5 inch to 2 inch, and the rate should be 80 to 100 per minute. Then the airway. There is a picture of head tilt chin lift maneuver. The airway is opened by tilting the head back and lifting the chin. One hand is placed over the child's forehead and the head is gently tilted back. At the same time, the fingers of the other hand are placed on the lower jaw to lift the chin to open the airway. There is also the picture of jaw thrust. Pull the victim's jaw forward by placing the fingers behind the angle of the jaw and is lifted forward until the teeth of the upper jaw and the lower jaw are approximated. Then the breathing for child 1 to 8 years. To rescue breaths at 1 to 1.5 seconds after giving 30 compressions, and for child above 8 years to rescue breaths at 1.5 to 2 seconds after giving 30 chest compressions, and the compression and ventilation ratio is 30:2 for 1 rescuer and 15:2 for 2 rescuer. 30 chest compression and 2 ventilation is called as 1 cycle, and thus we have to repeat the 5 cycles until spontaneous breathing and spontaneous circulation is established or medical support arrives. And while giving chest compression, there should be a full recoil of the chest, and while giving ventilation we have to assess the full rise of the chest.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.